So let's do a love reading for 2025. As we close out this chapter, I'm just so curious to see what is going on. I am filming this on the last new moon of the year. It's a new moon in Capricorn. So if your cutoff game and your purging practices have been heavy in the last couple weeks, I just want you to know that you're not alone. Because one thing about a Capricorn is they're going to take care of themselves first every time, every single time. And I think that maybe this love reading is about self-love. Maybe it's about self-love and self-care and truly like being selfish when it comes to prioritizing you. It's so funny because the other day I was getting ready and I don't know why this thought popped into my head, but I literally was like, as a woman, we are like raised and almost programmed to prioritize men, right? Like getting married, becoming a wife, having kids, like settling down, all those things so quickly, right? And I don't know why I started thinking about it, and I was like, maybe I was listening to music or something, not really sure, but I remember just being like, who would Jay-Z be without Beyonce? I mean, he would still be Jay-Z, right? But Beyonce is Beyonce. Like, to be able to say, like, Beyonce is my wife, the mother of my children. Same thing with Rihanna. Love A$AP Rocky, but who really knew who he was before her? And same thing with every other person that they've dated. I'll say the same thing about Kim K. Like, nobody was really checking for Kanye like that. And I'm not saying in terms of music, regardless of their talent. I'm saying in terms of dating them, in terms of them being like a qualified partner, potential partner like that. People were not looking at these men in that light. And I say this to empower the female energy because I don't know. I was just like, dang, like we give people the power. Like we give our partners the power when we decide to choose them. And it's not because we're not choosing ourselves, but I don't know. I hope that you get what I'm trying to say because it's just like it was such a shift in my mind. And of course, we all heard, the sound of Lori Harvey saying, like, oh, remember that you're the prize. And it's not even about men not being, a prize or being worth like your time or your energy or your effort. I'm not saying that at all. I'm more so just saying, like, and girls, if you're watching this, the difference between the energy and vibe that you get from a guy that you're not really into, but you kind of just like allow in your energy and in your space when you want to, versus when you're really into a guy and you're thinking about them, you're wanting to text them, you're wanting to talk to them, you're wanting to hang out with them. Like, it's a completely different energy. I don't know why no cards have fallen out yet, but it's just very interesting to me how women truly can shift the energetic dynamic of a relationship just by being a woman and just by being in tune with your energy. So I think that maybe no cards are gonna fall out, but I'll pick one. I don't know. I just think that prioritizing yourself and prioritizing your goals and really just focusing on you is going to make you so magnetic, so attractive. Because also, all those women I just spoke about are very successful within their own dynamics. They're all like billionaires energy, right? And so, if you, for 1 second, entertain me for a little bit, if you acted as if, I would say, and embodied the billionaire version of you, would you be talking to the person that you're talking to? Would you be entertaining the people that you're entertaining, or the person? I'm not saying you're out here in these streets, but would you entertain what you're currently entertaining if you adopted that mindset? I'm not saying that money makes you better than anybody, but if you had the stability of wealth. Who popped out? It's Jesus in them. If you had the stability and confidence of the billionaire, millionaire version of yourself, I don't know why I want to call them dusties, but would you entertain the dust bunnies that you're allowing to circulate in your energy and in the air that you breathe? I don't think that you would. I don't think that you would. And being that the Council of Light is the only card that fell out, this is hilarious to me, because this is literally all of our spiritual guides, all of our deities, all of our higher powers coming together to say, hey, like, remember who you are. Remember the divine power that you hold, is what I'm hearing. Remember the energy that was given to you and how sacred it is, okay? This reading was not supposed to be very gender specific, but it's more for the girls. We have to raise the standard when it comes to dating. If we all decided tomorrow to be celibate, what would these men do? What would they do? If we all decided tomorrow that we're waiting, until marriage before they get any of the cookies in the jar, what would these men do? There's a book called The Power of the P Word, and you know the P word I'm talking about. If you've never read that book, please go read it, because it just reminds you how to activate your energy. And not saying that you can't, explore your sexual energy, not saying that you can't, allow people to explore your body, but I'm just saying, if we raised the standard in terms of not financial, nothing like that. People be out here like, oh, I need a Chanel bag before you take me out on a date. But remember back in the days when men would bring their whole farm, all of their belongings, everything that they had, gold, silver, all types of things, just to court a woman. I think the meat and potatoes of this message is to raise your standards and add tax. Raise the standards of what it takes, or the criteria of what it's going to take to be able to take you out. Stop answering the late night phone calls. Stop being overly available. Stop allowing people to treat you less than you actually are. And remember that if you were truly being courted by quality, is what I'm hearing, there would be more intention, there would be more love, there would be more initiation on the other party's behavior, and you would not question whether or not you're wanted. So many of us will end up in these situationships, and I hate that term, because it's like, why are you in a situation that you don't need to be in? Why are you allowing somebody to break your heart that never even had your heart in their hands? Like, why are you doing this to yourself when you know that you're so much better than that? Male or female. Stop allowing women to take advantage of you, and stop allowing men to take advantage of you. Everybody needs to raise the bar. Everybody, because it's too easy out here. It's too easy to get hurt. It's too easy to get fooled. It's too easy to be lied to. And if you were being courted by Jesus himself, how would you behave? I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.